Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Digital Brands Podcast, where we interview entrepreneurs influenced with digital brands online. In today's episode, man, we got the consumer law king, not credit repair king, because like a lot of people talking about credit repair. No, we got the consumer law king. That's you talking about doing it the legal way. Are they ready to hear how to do this the legal way,
Yeah,
man?
the legal way.
The legal way. Well, listen, man, we want to know who you are, what you do, and how you provide value. Let us know a little bit more about you, man.
Man, that was quite an introduction. So, good evening, everyone. Good morning. Whatever time you're watching this, good something to you. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is darainedelevante. I'm your favorite consumer law expert. I teach people how to repair, rebuild, restore their own credit using consumer laws. I also teach credit repair business owners how to grow and scale their credit repair businesses using my 4 key principles: lead generation, lead conversion, client ascension, and continuity. Those 4 can scale virtually any business. And I'm also the president and CEO of the Credit Summit, the first of its kind, where like-minded individuals, consumers, and credit repair business owners come together under one roof to learn how to repair, rebuild, restore their own credit, and most importantly, changing the credit score of the zip codes that we're in. Because oftentimes we are victims of subprime lending because we have bad information or we've been misinformed. And you notice these check cash in place, these pawn shops, these payday loans, these buy here, pay here type of joints in our neighborhoods, and we need to get them out. They've been preying on our people for far too long.
Definitely.
And if you look in these 500 credit score zip codes, you're going to see fast food restaurants everywhere. But then when you go 3 blocks over or a mile over and you go looking in our counterparts' neighborhoods, well, it's less than 10 minutes away, but we don't see no pawn shops there.
Yeah,
we don't see no payday loans.
Yeah.
We don't see no check cashing.
Yeah.
We don't see these buy here, pay here. We don't see these crooked car dealerships. So if you notice, these plagues are in our communities.
Yeah.
We need to get them out. But before that happens, we need to change the credit score in our zip codes so we can increase the value of our communities and drive them out. So the Credit Summit is made to educate the consumer, to educate your family, bring your mom, your dad, your uncle. It's a family event. We need to stop passing on bad credit. It stops here with us. So the Credit Summit is where you're going to learn how to do all of that. We are printing out consumer reports when you come in. On the spot, everybody's going to have their reports. Everybody's going to have highlighters. We're going to go to work. It's not like if you're coming here to get motivated, it's not for you. We're coming here to work.
Yeah, because like we get information all the time. Like information is readily available on YouTube. We can scroll down our timeline and see 100 different influencer credit gurus talking about how to fix your credit, what banks to go to get loans. But the biggest part, I think, is the actual implementation and the execution.
Yep.
And I like that you're saying that you're going to actually be more of a workshop, and it's not just coming to go in and get.
It's not just
I'm not coming there for you to rah me up.
No. Yeah. We're going to work.
Okay.
You will not leave the Credit Summit the same way you came. That is a fact.
Yeah.
That is a promise.
And you said something that I didn't even know that you did. So in my mindset, I looked at it as you have a service or you have a course that you teach people how to build credit or fix credit. But you just mentioned that you even help people who already have financial businesses or financial services, help them with scaling their business, like with Ascension and their products. That you touch a little bit, elaborate more on that?
So, all right, this is what? The digital bands, right?
The digital brands, yeah.
So, digital products. Digital products can make you a millionaire overnight, literally. So we'll touch that a little bit later.
So,
but
because right now, like the reason why I asked that, because right now with the average entrepreneur, I don't know if you know, like statistics say the average entrepreneur right now is only making about $30,000 a year. So I'm trying to think,
what?
Like 30,000, the average across the board. So it's like, is this a moment now?
Dude, that's a day's work.
Okay.
Damn.
Go. Let me hear it.
Damn.
That's the average.
Really?
That's the average.
You're really serious?
I'm dead serious.
God.
So you're
But that's not even including taxes. Taxes hasn't been taken yet.
Nah.
Jesus.
It might as well get a job, right? It might as well just go get a job. So it's like, so is it?
Hold on, bro. Let me drink
So
some
is it even
water.
worth it? So should one just go get a job? If you're making $30,000 a year, should you just go get a job?
No, I wouldn't say go get a job. Learn why you are not making 100,000, 200,000 a month. It's information. So what I hear is that they lack the information to scale their business. So my 4 key principles: lead generation. They're probably doing a terrible job at attracting leads. The second thing is they're probably not converting these leads that do come in the spot. And when they buy something, they're not selling them something else. The best time to sell to someone is when they just purchase something.
100%.
And then they don't have a continuity plan in place where that lead pays them forever. So that's why they're making only 30,000.
And if they don't have this information and they don't know where to go, is that the reason why you pay upwards to $100,000 to with Myron Golden to get this type of sauce, so that you already know this information, like how to build like ascensions and programs? Is that the reason why you get into those type of, I would think, environments, to be around like-minded people that know this information?
So we've been taught all our life how to be a good seed. We weren't taught about the importance of a good soil, right? So what that means is we've been taught to go to school and get a job, or if you're gonna start a business, a mom and pop, a small business, all those stuff those stuff keep you trapped. So if we're talking about a seed, well, in order for a seed to grow, for a good seed to grow, it needs to be in the right soil. Because you could throw seeds amongst the rocks, it's not going to grow. You can throw it amongst the thorns, it's going to get choked out. You throw it in the sand, there's nothing to anchor it to. You go put it in a forest or in a farm, here comes the future. So the environment must be conducive for that seed to grow. So for most people, the seed of their mind is not planted in the right environment. That is why I'm willing to pay $155,000 a year to go be planted in the right environment, because that can make me anywhere from $1 million to $10 million. That information.
Is it like one-time payment, or is it a monthly payment to pay $150,000?
Well, it depends on. There is one-time payment if you just got $155,000 and you just want to throw it, or you could do payments where he has his payment arrangements, and that's per year. It's not for life. It's per year.
That's dope. So that lets me know that you're making some real money doing this.
Yeah.
You just paid, let's say, almost, I would say a nurse or a beginner's doctor salary.
Yeah, that's why I got a high school diploma and I make more than all of them.
And why do you think that that's the case? Is it
information? A degree don't matter. A master's don't matter. A PhD don't matter. It's information. What type of information? The right type of information. It's not a secret, bro. Anybody can go make $100,000. Like I thought it was like making 6 figures was the shit. Then I found out it was not. Because payroll is $35,000 a month. 6 figures ain't shit.
Oh yeah, you done for it.
Right? So as you go up and you learn, what I've seen is that people get comfortable. Boom, they made 200, 300, 400,000. I'm gonna go cop this Lambo. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. Then you're broke again. Then you're a dancing bear.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't like having money in the bank. Like if my accounts have over $100,000 and I got 15 of them, right? If they get over $100,000 each, I get nervous, bro. It means I'm not doing my job, spending the money.
The money's not working. The tools.
It's not working.
You don't have.
You know what? Let me take that
more
back.
friends.
No, it's working.
Okay.
It's not working for me. It's working for the banks. Because through fractional reserve lending, the banks can lend it out. And they're making 10, 12, 15, 18, and 20% and only paying me 0.05. Ain't that some shit? Right? So I use my money to go start businesses. I use my money to buy assets. I use my money to create cash flow. Next is gold and silver.
So if someone, I'm assuming you have some type of mastermind or inner circle. If someone's getting into your inner circle, you're teaching them how to grow their business, but are you also teaching them the other plays that you're getting from these other high level masterminds that you're going to? Like, do I get that information, or are you withholding that from me?
No, I'm not a gatekeeper, but there's levels to the shit, right?
Got you.
The same way when I learned how to make 10,000 a month, I didn't learn how to make $1 million. Like pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered, right? And a lot of people, they want too fast. There's a rhythm that you must follow, a flow you must follow. You crawl, you fall down, you crawl again, you learn to walk, you fall down, you learn to run. It's the same with business. You are just starting a business. You know nothing about funnels. You know nothing about systems and automations. You know nothing about building a brand. You know nothing about a team. You know nothing about the departments you need. You know nothing about your products. You don't know what is a hook, what's a story, what's an offer. You don't know what's a high ticket. You don't know what's a low ticket. So you not knowing how to properly structure your business, if you go and make $1 million, what infrastructure do you have to support it? Because you could hustle your way to 6 figures.
Yeah.
But I'm going to promise y'all this. The same person that made the 6 figures is not the same person making 7. It's a different mindset.
Different mindset.
Every level, you have to abandon the previous mind and gain a new mind.
Yeah. No, you said that in a video that I was watching. It was hard. He was like, yo, we really got to just look at the man in the mirror and take accountability.
We do.
Because a lot of times we're blaming it on the man. We're blaming it on all these other external factors.
They never taught me. The white man kept this information from me. Dude, I've been here 13 years. The laws have been here before I came off the damn plane.
Where you from?
I'm Jamaican.
So in Jamaica, there's no credit.
Nah, not like here, bro. Nah.
Okay.
They do more like the PG type of stuff, where like someone with a high-paying job or with a business can come in and personally guarantor it. So if you don't pay it back, they go after the business owner or the person that PG'd it. Like that's the most of credit.
When you say go after them, because I know I'm thinking
because they're putting their assets up, they're putting their jobs.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're talking about no withholding pay. We're talking about people saying, hey, you co-signed for this person, they didn't pay up. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Just like what they do here. But the credit system itself is not there.
It's not there.
No.
Have you noticed any lack of trust because you're not being American from dealing with American clientele, like you being Jamaican and people may not trust you? Have you dealt with any of that?
It's just like in a business. Absolutely. You got people that slandering my name, dragging my name through the mud, and guess what? They ass is still fucking broke. So you can be broke going through the mud all you want. You finna go through that shit by yourself. Why? Because, dude, I am here on a mission, right? Mm-hmm. The mission is help as much people as you possibly can. Dude, I don't got time for the rumors, the gossips, who want to drag whose name through. I don't care. Not my problem.
You in a really sticky industry you in the financial industry. So this is one of those industries, like let's say I trust you to fix my credit. I hit you up. Mm-hmm. You up. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, you may not be in the same position. You could potentially sell my information to like your cousin or somebody. Maybe you leave some files around.
No. So this is where agreements come in. And people also got to do their due diligence. If you're going to give someone your personal information, you must sign a contract where they're not to disclose or sell your information to anybody else. Okay. Like these are things that people need to be cognizant of. I would never, ever do that. And it's one of the reasons I don't have a credit repair business.
Okay.
My business is a coaching business. So there's no need for me taking people's personal information like that. I teach people how to repair, rebuild, and restore their own credit. I don't like giving people fishes. Because when you give a man a fish, he only eats for the day. Yeah. When I teach you how to fish, 15 years from now, you retain this information. Everybody in your family is set. I like that type of stuff. Yeah. So that's just what I do.
Okay. I like that aspect too. But do you vet the people you're teaching? Because you're giving this information that could
Yeah, many are
be,
called, but few are chosen, bro.
yeah, this could be dangerous, man. You're telling people how to fix credit, and it's such a world where a lot of people are finessing, they are scamming. So they come to Daraine and they learn it,
And they learn how to delete everything. Then they go on a whole spree. Yeah, we do get these people.
Okay.
But then again, it comes back to, with great powers come great responsibility. There's no way you can control or know exactly who's coming in and learning and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You're on a Zoom, somebody's teaching, but when somebody gets off the Zoom, bro, you don't know what they're gonna do. So you cannot be held responsibility for the irresponsibility of someone else. Yeah. You let them know. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered. Yeah. So when you are greedy, whatever repercussion is going to come your way is going to come. Use it for yourself, use it for your family. Put yourself in a great position. But if you're going out there just taking shit and not paying for it, eventually your karma will catch up to you.
Yeah, and then a lot of them are saying, the world is scamming me anyway. The rental market is scamming me.
Then it's a choice. They make that bed, they have to lay in it. People need to be responsible and accountable for their own action. They always want to blame somebody. Nah, accountability. With great powers come great responsibilities. Consumer law gives you a lot of power. It is your job and your discernment that you have to use to make sure that what you're doing is for your best interest and your family's best interest. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
But you said credit bureaus don't even exist. So
they don't.
So why would I care if I'm messing my credit up?
Well, it's up to you if you want to think of an entity as something that it's not. You think credit bureaus exist?
Teach me.
I'm asking you. It's a question.
I do.
Okay, how much are you willing to bet?
Not going to bet on it because I don't know enough information to bet on it.
That means you don't trust the things that you're saying.
Oh.
So what do we got?
So I'm going based off of the information that I have.
$5,000.
$5,000? Bet $5,000 on it?
Mm-hmm. 5. How much are you going to put? I'll even take it out so you know it's real.
So $5,000. We bet $5,000 that
credit bureaus don't exist. If you can prove to me a credit bureau exists, you can take all of this.
On what grounds are you? Because it exists to someone.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're positive it exists. It's
this is your field. This is your expertise.
The easiest $5,000 you ever get.
Credit is. I'm a digital marketer. I do digital branding.
And I'm asking you. Made a statement. I'm only asking you a question.
I made a statement.
Are you? What's the word I want to use? Are you? The word Japanese use it a lot. What's the word I want to use?
Because I'm going based off of the information that I have. I've grown up. I've heard about credit bureaus since the inception of me being introduced to credit.
So how how convicted are you?
How convicted am I
in what you're saying right now?
I'm not convicted because you only know what you know. And every day the more information I learn, I start realizing how much I didn't know. Right?
Okay.
So I'm like, oh shit! Like I've been lied to, right? I've been.
We've all been lied to.
We've all been lied to.
The biggest lie is thinking a credit bureau exists. So, all right, what do we know about a bureau?
We know that, from my knowledge, we have 3 bureaus, which is Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion.
Are you sure?
I'm learning.
You ready? Come on.
That's what you're here for. This is a master class for me. I'm going to get my $355,000 worth.
You are convinced these entities exist. So let me know. How committed are you to what you're saying? Are you willing? Okay, so let's do something else. All right. What you got on?
AP.
All right. Maroli, red face, right? Let's put it in. What you got? All of that right now. All of it.
All of it? Put it down on the table.
If you can prove to me right now a credit bureau exists, you can take all of this. So literally right here, this is 35,000.
Let me put this back on.
We got 35,000 right here.
Let me put this back on.
No?
Man.
You're not going to take me up on it?
I'm not going to take it up.
All right, cool.
I'm not going to take you up on it.
All right.
I'm not going to take you up on it.
Easy 35.
Hey, listen. If you play poker, you'll be a bad man. I'll tell you that. You play poker, you'll
So
be a bad man.
I guess I'm gonna just put this back up. All right, guys, he didn't want it. Put this back in my damn envelope. All right. So let's talk about a so-called credit bureau, right? I want you to look up something for me. 15 USC 1681. And when you look up 15 USC 1681, it's going to bring you to congressional findings, right? And declaration of purpose. Congress says an elaborate mechanism has been formed, right? And they're going to tell you that this entity has assumed a role. No government agency that's in place, Congress will ever describe as one, an elaborate mechanism, and number two, that they have assumed a role. Assuming a role means you took a role that was not given to you. If the government says they're going to have a credit bureau, that entity would be assigned to do what they're made to do, right? Mm. So that wouldn't be an assumption of a role. That would be a role given by the government. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they are consumer reporting agencies because they gather information on a consumer's mode of living, credibility, their character, your general mode of living. Everything pertaining to you that has to do with employment, credit, or insurance, they gather that information and they sell that information to institution that wants to learn more about you, because if they ask you, you are biased about yourself, you will lie. So let me see what other quote unquote trustworthy agencies are saying about you. So does the report match what you're saying? They are data furnishers. That's all they are, bro. They collect information and they furnish it on a consumer. There is no such thing as a credit bureau. I've read the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which has all the definitions of all the entities and everything that has to do with reporting of credit or information on a consumer for the extension of credit. The word credit bureau, you will never find it in any consumer law. It does not exist.
Okay. So for the person at home who hears that and now they're thinking, I have a 450 credit score, I have a 500 credit score. They went through a hard time. Right now we're in a credit crunch, of course, you know that. We're in recession. A lot of people went in debt listening to a lot of these credit gurus in the last couple of years talking about getting funding, starting all of these businesses, and it's put more of our people in debt than actually putting us in a better situation. So now we're at home and we had more money than we had mindset. And now they hear you say that and they're like, well, okay, I can get this removed off of my credit. What's the next step? What do they need to do to get these, erroneous items off their credit, as you say?
So the first thing is we need to learn how to read the report. They can get it for free. If they go to annualcreditreport.com, it's a government website. They can get it for free. They can write Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax and tell them that I'm requesting a copy of my consumer report. All they need is to provide a picture of their ID and a utility bill or something to substantiate their address. That's it. They can get it for free. When they get it, all they need to start doing now is going through the reports, which is exactly what we're going to be doing at the Credit Summit.
So hold on, how are you going to be able to do this with that many people to go through their credit report at the summit, at the actual event?
Okay, so I can't give it away here, but there's a flow to it. So I'm going to be on stage, right?
Man, why we can't give it away here? How you going to tell my people and not give it away right here?
That's why they got to show up to the summit, bro.
All right, we got to drop the video.
They got to show up.
What's the date?
It's September 29th, September 30, and October 1st. They got to show up.
Yeah, I got to.
It was made for them.
Okay.
And they're not showing up to their own summit? Nah, they got to show up.
Got to show up.
Yeah, there's virtual tickets. There's no excuse not to be there.
What about the people that's at home and saying, if you really care, you'll do it for free?
That's why they can tune into my YouTube channel. I got a lot of free stuff on YouTube. But you know what? Giving people stuff for free handicaps them, because then people become and feel like they're entitled to stuff.
I agree.
I spent nights learning this shit.
I agree.
There's days I don't sleep. There's nights I don't sleep. I've been fired because of this.
Time is the most important important, valuable
And when
asset
when
you
I
have.
lose my time,
Yes.
you can take the suit, I'll
Yeah,
get another one.
yeah.
You take my shoes,
Your
my
time.
car outside, I'll get another one.
Yep.
Take all the bank accounts, I'll get more. But when you take my time, I cannot get it back. So no, I cannot give it to you for free. Because when you take my time, you take something from me I can never get back. When you pay attention.
That's a bar.
It must cost you something.
No transformation without a transaction. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I've been in the situation, bro. I was in this mentorship class with this guy who had 20 plus years of trading experience.
How much?
20 plus years of day trading.
Trading?
Of trading. 20 years. And you know, with trading, is so many finesses and scammers out here just taking everybody money. And he wanted to barter with me for my digital branding service. He has no idea about building ascension plans, doing digital products. And he's seeing this world of us and entrepreneurs making all this money on the internet. He's like, I want to build a brand. I'm looking at all these people on social media and they don't know shit. That's what he's telling me. He's like, I'm watching them. They're on this app, they're on that app. They don't know what they're doing. Like, I need your help. And in exchange, I'm gonna teach you how to trade. Bro, I went into this I didn't know. This is like, it's charged like $50K for the mentorship. I didn't know. I was in there really bullshitting around, just not paying attention like I should have because I didn't pay.
Because you got it for free.
I got it for free.
It didn't cost you.
It didn't cost me anything.
Your heart didn't follow.
My heart didn't follow. I was in there still doing my work, like on my app.
I bet if your ass came out at 50 grand,
bands,
your ass would have been like this. What's next?
Yeah.
Wait, where's the reversal? What's a bull?
Yeah.
What's a call? Okay, let me write that down. What's the indicators?
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
That's the problem with people.
Yep.
They want stuff for free, and then you give it to them, then they didn't do anything
They didn't do anything with it.
Take no action. Dude, I have a friend, right? He was a firefighter in New York. He quit because of trading. He told them that, yo, I'm not coming in anymore.
Yeah.
Dude makes like 30 to 40,000 a month trading, bro. Why does he need to go risk his life going up a building in a burning building now, and he can sit at his computer for 2 to 3 hours?
2 to 3 hours to be done.
My man trades, he's out in like 10, 15 minutes. Boom, hit my 5 grand for the day, I'm out. Like, people are broke because of the decisions they've made, all the decisions they've made up to this point in their life. So if everything that you've ever done in your life and you're still broke, it simply means you need to change the information, right? To get a different output, you got to change the input. Garbage in, garbage out. Great stuff in, great stuff out. It only makes sense. To every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you are the soil, it goes back to the soil. Who are you planted around? Who's speaking to you? Who's whispering in your ear? Who are you having conversations with? Because if it's not about money moves, bro, I am uninterested.
And I 100% agree. But it's still, again, it's a lot of our people that's feeling there's no way out. And the reason why I say that is because we have that knowledge of credit could be the savior. That could be our saving grace of getting us out of poverty.
It is. It got me out of it.
But
shit, I was walking around barefoot in Jamaica.
You was barefoot in Jamaica. You ain't had a Rick Owens on?
I ain't barefoot now.
You ain't had a Rick Owens on?
Nope. No, I didn't even know
Did you
who
have
that
5
was.
bands to your name? Because you just put out the whole 5 bands. Did you have 5 bands to your name in Jamaica?
5,000 US in Jamaica. Do the math. I want you to calculate it for me.
All right, how I do
At
it?
$150.
You got $150.
Multiply by 5,000.
750,000.
Correct. It's a lot of money in Jamaica.
Oh, that's
almost $1 million, bro. In Jamaica.
So if you go,
I didn't know this type of money existed. So when I say I've been poor, I've been there.
Yeah.
And I've been rich. And guess what? I ain't going back broke. Because if I'm going to cry me in a Rolls Royce or a Lamborghini or a Mercedes. I'm not going to be smiling in a Honda or a Prius. Nope.
All right. So what I'm trying to ask you is, can you get mortgages, evictions, bankruptcies? If I'm at home, I got any of this stuff like, mortgages and evictions. Can I get this stuff off of my credit?
Correct. You can.
Okay. How do I get that off my credit?
Learning how to dispute it. First of all, when we talk about mortgages, we talk about disclosures. 15 U.S.C. 6802B, opt out. A consumer have the right to opt out of having their information reported. There is no law that says any information has to get reported. The consumer reserves the right and must be given the 3 disclosures on how they can opt out of having their information reported. If we're talking about eviction now, we need to find out where the eviction is being reported. Once we know where it's...
bureaus.
Well, see, with this bureau shit again, bureaus don't exist. Consumer reporting agencies does, and you have to find which one. Not everything gets reported to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. There's SageStream, ARS, Innovis, LexisNexis, CoreLogic. There's hundreds of other consumer reporting agencies. Okay. We just know the big 3 because these are the popular ones. So when you get denied for an apartment, well, the law says they must tell you why you got denied. So on that denial letter now, it's going to tell you where they pulled the information from. So if you know where the information is now, you know how to delete it. Because the first thing is, did you give written permission for that apartment to report anything on your credit? 15 U.S.C. 1681B2. In writing, a consumer reporting agency may furnish a consumer report under the following circumstances and no other, with written permission from the consumer to whom it relates. Did the consumer give a landlord or any landlord any written permission to report anything on their consumer report? The answer is no. You didn't. So now that information is being reported fraudulently. Written permission must be given.
And that carries with repossessions also. Like
repossession, no, that's a different process.
A little bit different.
Every aspect of credit has a different law that pertains to it. It's not a one size fits all. The way I teach how to lead a bankruptcy is different from a charge-off. It's different from a collection. It's different from student loan. Each one has its own, its own method. And that's very important to know. And the reason why a lot of people don't get results is because they don't know how to properly dispute.
And a part of that is when in your program you actually teach how to properly dispute.
Correct. That's what I do.
And that's some of the things we're going to be able to learn at the summit.
Yes. Okay. I'll be going through a lot of the strategies.
Okay.
How to delete bankruptcies in 4 days. How to delete charge-off.
Student loans?
Student loans, correct.
You can get student loans. I hear you can't get, as one lady on...
Who said that?
I hear you can't get student loans.
So
let me ask you this.
Wait a minute.
I've seen it on my time.
Who said that?
One thing is like the hardest thing to get off is like student loans.
No, it's not. I can prove that student loan came from identity theft. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove. Anybody that's saying that is because they don't know how to prove it. That's all. That's not true.
What was that movie with
Dude,
Jamie Foxx?
I got one student that got 76 student loans deleted, bro. She has a credit repair business. Bro, we just be deleting student loans all the time. Ain't nothing special about it.
So being that the Fed has people fill out the FAFSA for student loans, and a lot of these student loans are going into collections and debt, do you feel like they're being predatory? Like given that they're kind of pushing the student loan aspect on the students, they're 18, 19 years old, a lot of people end up in debt.
I'm not going to say that it's predatory. It's programming. It's programming. The educational system is not designed to make you rich. It's designed for you to get a job. So we got to comprehend they have an agenda. I have an agenda to become rich, so school doesn't fit my perception of life. That's why I'm okay with my high school diploma. I don't need a degree. I don't need a master's. I don't need a PhD. For what? Shit ain't going to make me no more money. I'd rather invest that money into mentorships.
Yeah.
Dude, next year I want to spend $1 million on mentorship.
On mentorship.
Yeah, because if I spend $1 million, chances are I'm going to make probably 10 to 15.
And it goes back to that same mindset. If you can get in those rooms, but if you get in those rooms for free or somebody like finagled you in there, you wouldn't take it.
I don't want nothing for free.
Yeah.
I want to earn it. Because when I earn it, best believe I'm going to pay motherfucking attention. I ain't dropping $1 million and not pay attention, bro.
No, yeah.
Hell no.
No, you definitely got to pay attention. So with all of this, you coming from being, little to nothing, being poor, and then you come over here to America and you turn up.
Land of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of distractions over here too.
Yes.
So now that you're in this situation, you fresh, dripped out, got the ice on, man. What is it like in the dating world, man? Because the women, they trying to kind of get a bag from you. What's the case? What's going on with that?
I'm only attracted to people like me. That's number one. 1 second.
You good?
Right. I'm attracted to people like me. That's number one. And people like me, we like specific things. And if I cannot go out with you and you are a representation of me, it ain't happening. Don't tell me about no damn Kim Kardashian. Don't tell me about this show or this movie or this. No, tell me about making money. I want somebody to say, baby, I've been wondering. I've seen that there's a need for this type of business right here. And what I want to do is X, Y, Z. The return on investment would be this. All we got to invest is this. We make the LLC in Wyoming. Why? Because we know that Wyoming is good for LLCs. That type of shit turns me on, bro. I'm a sapiosexual. Yeah. So that all that normal shit don't work for me, bro. I don't care how you look. Tell me about making some money. You got my whole attention.
Yeah, now,
not half of it, my whole attention.
I'm with you. So that's how I feel too. Mm-hmm. But you said something like this similar, and they was on your ass.
Who?
The women. When
they
you was
can,
talking, so listen, because this
they
was
can
a lot
be
of
on
women.
My ass all they want.
Women, listen, they said the mindset of that is you're not going into business with your woman. Like we get this mindset of our woman has to be.
What's better than one billionaire?
2.
All right, tell him to shut the fuck up. like,
hey, but listen, this is their point. Let me see the perspective.
Different folks, different strokes.
The perspective is because think about women don't want to hear about. They want to be in a feminine era. They want to be in their femininity. So they don't want to sit there and talk about how to hustle, how to make money. They want to have a good time. They want to watch their shows. They want to watch their Netflix. They're not trying to talk about no ascension plans and no digital products. You probably at home talking about, babe, I just went to this mastermind and I was networking. She's like, yo, I'm trying to watch Scandal. Like she's not trying to talk about that.
She finna be watching that shit by herself because I'm not the dude. So there's somebody for everyone, right? Mm-hmm. Those aren't my type of girls. I would never go for those type of girls. I'm not attracted to them.
What if she's already bossed up? She has money. She has more money than you. She don't want to talk about all that. You cool with that?
That don't make sense. People of a certain caliber are of like mind. Mm-hmm. I've met women totally that's richer than me. Mm-hmm. I was with them this weekend, right? And we mastermind the whole weekend on how we can all make more money together. Mm. So women that make money, men that make money. Dude, if me and my lady make 100,000 this month, baby, how are we gonna make 300,000 next month? How are we gonna do $1 million the next month? Shit, how do we have $1 million day? If it ain't that type of conversation, I don't want it. I'm not interested. Different folks, different strokes. So they can talk all they want. It's cool, right? It's cool. They can talk all they want. I need to do something real quick. I'm still here though. They can talk all they want, but at the end of the day, when their asses are broke and when their dudes are broke or when their dudes are fired from their jobs and they only got one stream of income, guess what? They're going to say, I should have listened to the rain. Guess what? It's too late.
But, okay. So with that, I remember I was talking to this girl the other day, and she asked me, she said, how many women are you currently talking to right now? And I said 2. She was like, 2?
Wait, why'd she ask you that?
She was interested.
None of your damn business.
So she trying to see if she want to be on the roster. So look, I was like, I'm talking to 2. She said, 2? She said, how you got time for two and you trying to get your business up and you doing this? I said, well, both of my women have utility. One is in real estate. One works with tax liens. She knows the properties that are like knowing what's happening with the state. I'm like, yo.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
And then I remember some shit you said.
That's what I'm talking about.
How many wives did you say?
Like 6. So let me ask you, baby, what are you bringing to the table? Because we would love to have you. What skill are you bringing to the table? You're interested, and we're cool with that. But are you an asset, or are you a liability? So are you here to take, or are you here so we can multiply?
Yeah. On some polygamy stuff, or is like you have? Is it just a cultural thing? Is that a Jamaican thing where you can have?
It's just my thing.
Okay, it's not like not like a religion, like being Muslim or something. Where
like people on those comments like, oh, Muslims are only allowed to have 5 wives. Like, bro, who cares? I want to have multiple wives. That's my business. How's that any of your business, y'all motherfuckers, y'all need to get in the habit of minding your own business. The reason why a lot of y'all are broke is because y'all are too busy minding other people's business. You see, if we just step back, go silent or isolated, and work on ourselves, build our streams of income. Dude, I could have cared less what the hell you want to do. People that's always in other people's business is because they got no business of their own. Go mind your own business. I bet if you're minding your own damn business, you wouldn't be of time for your damn Twitter fingers to be going off. It's facts.
That's facts, but that's what comes with being a public figure, man. We gonna get publicly criticized, and I love the juxt of being able to be personable and say, yo, I'm a real person. You know, I live a real life, but at the same time, I have a skill set. I was able to learn a trade, and now I can actually share that with people and give them some value. So outside of the credit, if you're knowing that you want somebody and to have a good business mind, is one of the first questions that you ask a woman is like, what's her credit score? Are you asking those questions earlier in like?
I'm not. Your current credit score doesn't matter. Right. Why? Because credit can be repaired, rebuilt, and restored. Right. The mindset of a person does. If they are unwilling to change their habits, you need to leave that person alone. The mind, if there is no potential, you need to leave that person alone. Potential. I didn't start out like this, but I'm going to tell you this. Poverty stops with me. That will not get passed on to another generation. That is a fact.
You have any kids right now?
Yes, I have one.
Okay, that's it? You done? Nah, you Jamaican, man. I know you probably...
Bro, did he just say if I was done? No, I need 5 more, bro.
Each wife?
Yes. Like, everybody set their own rules. Like, who said, right, that, oh, you're only supposed to have 1 wife? Who said that? Who came up with that? Who?
Same person who came up with only 3 credit bureaus.
Huh?
The same person who came up with
Yeah, and we found out that motherfucker was a liar, right? So what does that say? That he's lying about that too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We are the only species where the males are domesticated. Every other species have tribes and prides of females, lions, gorillas, all male animals. They have what? A group of females where they are the alpha of that pride or that group. But somewhere along the line, we were told that we should just go against our nature and just settle down with one. Can you imagine eating vanilla ice cream for the rest of your life? Better yet, you're eating chicken for the rest of your life. There's no calamari, there's no steak, there's no grilled octopus. There's no variety. It's just one thing. Then, shit, tell me where the excitement is.
Yeah.
I like choices. So what? I build myself up. I make sure that the lifestyle that I want, I'm able to sustain it. Your opinion is, guess what? Your opinion. Keep it.
Period.
I live my life the same way you live your life.
Period.
Keep your Twitter fingers to yourself.
Are you all right? So let's say with you, obviously, that's the beautiful thing about you being, knowing the credit and know how to do all the funding and stuff. I'm assuming too, like the funding part, like helping people.
No, I don't do funding. My friends do it.
Oh, okay.
Herman, Tevin, they do that. I want to be the best. You can't look right and look left at the same time. I don't want to be distracted.
Got you. Focus on that one thing.
Yeah.
So are you like the big homie in credit now? Are you considered to be the big homie in credit?
I don't know what big homie means.
The big homie meaning you're like the go-to person, the person that's like, because you're doing a credit summit, and I seen the flyer and all these credit people, you were right in the middle. You have Batman, Kevo.
If everybody else was a big homie, they'd be doing the credit summit, right?
So you the big homie.
May the chips fall where they may.
Okay. All right. So I had a question for you. So you ever played the game? What is it? Kill, Mary, something. I forgot what it was.
No, I've never been in.
All right. I have a question. All right. Who would you kill, do business with, or have as a mentee? And I'm going to ask you 3 different names.
All right, cool.
Batman, Kevo, Tony the Closer, or Pocket Watching with JT. Who would you kill, do business with, or have as a mentee?
The killing part, we can take that out.
Well, we'll say unfollow.
Well, I don't follow any of them.
Okay.
Apart from Kevo. Kevo's my dude.
Okay.
But with Tony, Tony's a good dude. When I started studying real estate back in 2019, 2020, I was watching some of Tony's content. That's when Tony and Maxwell, they were cool. I don't know if they're cool now, but Tony and Max, they were like brothers. This dude, JT, I don't really know who the fuck that is. Like, dude, he's like a nobody that's just trying to make a name, dragging people's name through the mud. People like those, bro, they're less than scum. Because if your sole purpose is to drag other people through the mud so you can make a name for yourself, dude, well, how about you create a platform where you can invite somebody on that you might not think or agree with their opinion on something and find out why they said. You get what I'm saying? But people don't know how to make content. They don't know how to market. And the only thing they can do is drag somebody's name through the mud because it's so easy to be negative.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing to do. I don't even need a funnel to be negative. People are just negative. So how many lives are you out here changing? How many seminars are you putting on? How many families come to you and say, yo, your free content changed my whole life. We were able to move into our first home. So if y'all are not doing impact on that level, I don't need to associate with any.
Yeah.
I learned from a lot of people. And if you are not contributing or solving a problem, honestly, bro, you are not worth my time. It is too precious to be giving it away to people who are not deserving of it. That's all.
Okay.
I've never had any issues with Tony. Tony's a cool dude.
Yeah. Okay.
His shit is his shit.
Yeah. There's been a lot of internet beef recently. I've been seeing this year has been crazy. Just looking on down my timeline the last couple of years.
That's why I mind my own business, bro.
Yeah.
Keep that drama shit to yourselves.
Yeah.
I be just minding my own business,
doing the work,
throwing my summits, doing my podcast, helping people, traveling.
On the other day, you were on the Ugly Money podcast. You said you had to study for some materials. What the hell are you studying? You seem like you know everything when it comes to the credit.
Far from it, bro. No.
So what are you studying? What are you getting your materials from? What are you studying when you're studying?
I'm reading. I'm going through consumer laws. I'm going through comments. I'm seeing questions that people are asking. I'm devising formulas, strategies. So when we're at the credit summit, I can show them, this is what you do with a bankruptcy. This is what you do with a charge. Like I'm going in, making sure that, okay, did a law change on something that I knew 3 months ago? Am I still up to date on the information? I got to be the best. It means I got to outstudy and know more than everybody else.
For sure.
Yeah. It's a part of it.
It's part of it. So what's a you touched on, you said, what's a goodwill letter and why shouldn't I send it?
Goodwill letters are trash, man. Goodwill letters are trash. Late payments don't exist. It does not exist. And anybody could come and challenge me on this. Come ahead. I wish you would. Late payments don't exist. Late payments it's a factor of FICO. It has nothing to do with your consumer report. Nothing at all. Separate things. But because of the man that told us that, oh, you need to go married to one person. Oh, credit bureaus exist. Because we've been listening to these actors for so long, we believe these things exist. There is no such thing as a late payment. Your transactions and your experiences on your consumer report are excluded from it. 15 USC 1681 A2A1. 15 USC 1666B. It is written. It is law.
So if there's no such thing as late payments and a person has essentially late payments on their credit report and it's affecting them from moving forward in life, like how do they, again, is that just
because they
disputing?
lack the information? That's
They
all.
lack the information.
They lack the information.
So if someone PG'd their business and they have a business, let's say like Capital on Tap, Divvy, those type of business cards, and for whatever reason they went through some financial hardships and they can't pay them off, what do they do? Like,
well, it depends. If it's not reported on your personal, it's whatever they want to do.
Well,
if it's on your personal now, that puts it under FCRA jurisdiction. Okay. So now it applies to them.
Can they get it off?
Yeah, absolutely.
They can get it off. So can one go to jail for, like, let's say you went and got loans from different banks. You went and got, I know we got Blue Vine, On Deck, like all these companies.
I've never heard of anybody going to jail for debt.
For debt. Yeah. So no, okay. So people can.
It could exist, but I don't know. Maybe it exists, but to my knowledge, I don't know.
Okay. So, but if somebody has that debt and they went and got these loans, essentially they could get all of that debt removed if they
There's a difference.
Okay.
There's a difference in discharging debt, and there's a difference in removing or deleting an account from your credit. Deleting an account from your credit does not mean the alleged obligation isn't there. It's two separate things. And people get this mixed up all the time, thinking that because I deleted it from my credit, the debt got deleted. No. The obligation or the alleged obligation, that contractual agreement is there. You, the consumer, have the right to have an information reported or not, because you can opt out. Two separate things.
You can opt out. I got you. So if you're looking for new credit, if you opted out.
But we need to fix the mind, because if you're just going to take accounts and then just be deleting accounts, the problem isn't the accounts. The problem is the person. You need to fix your mindset. That's how you're going to stay broke, because then you're going to have a whole history of bad relationships with bank. No one will extend credit to you. So we got to fix the mind of a person first. It's very important.
They usually go right to the CPN route. What is?
I don't deal with that, bro. It's a credit privacy number. I don't touch it. People go to jail for this shit. I ain't trying to send nobody to jail, bro. Leave CPNs alone. Not my area of speciality.
Got you. So I know that's like a spicy type. A lot of people, I just hear it in the streets.
Shit. They can have all the red hot sauce they want. I know who's not in it, though. I'm not in it. I'm going to keep my jerk seasoning to myself. I ain't mixing up with their red hot, bro. They do that shit over there. Nope. Real stuff that people can research. I want my mom to be comfortable researching the things that I'm saying. I want your mom to be comfortable researching and reading it. I'm not going to do anything to put your mom in jail.
Yeah.
Or mine. Nah, bro. Whoever want to do that, all the power to y'all. Do y'all own thing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just not with it. That's all.
Okay. And how do you feel about the people who are teaching like funding and stuff, but not giving?
I'm not here to judge.
No. So this not being here to judge, because I like what you said about teaching people how to do a real business. Because again, even being not here to judge, I'm still like for my people. Like we can give all the information, but a lot of us are impressionable. We're seeing the jewelry, we're seeing the flash, and we get blinded by that. I think it's important that we talk about, we in a dog-eat world, as men, we're apex predators, right? We want to get to the top of the mountain as quick as possible, and sometimes we just stepping on everybody else's neck. That's unfair.
Well, that's what people are doing when they drag people's name through the mud. Like, people are, it's so easy to say something didn't work. It's so easy to say about your course and your course. It's not that the course didn't work. You didn't work.
Or maybe I got half information. Again, because if
maybe,
you teach me funding.
No. There's a lot of scenarios that could go around this. But at what point is the consumer held accountable? You bought the shit, you didn't even read it. You bought the letter from my website. You didn't even read the letter. You didn't read that you were supposed to edit the letter and put your information in there. At what point do we hold people accountable? They need to be held accountable. And I'm not saying that people should be out here scamming people and doing crazy shit. No, I do not condone that. Do good business. Help people. Change lives. The more people you help, the more God will bless you. That's just what I think.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I respect the people more who are teaching funding, but then they're putting something tangible behind it. Like, okay, once you get the 50K, you got the 0% interest on, let's get into real estate. Let's get into digital real estate. Let's set up some business plans, let's set up some digital products. That was just I love how you talked about, I'm actually helping people with real businesses. So the credit summit, people are going to come in and not only learn about how to do their own credit, they're going to learn how to be able to scale a credit repair business.
Yeah, I'll be talking about that too. I'll be going over the 4 frameworks: lead generation, lead conversion, client ascension, continuity. I'll be showing them in real time how I use it in my business and what I do. It's the same business model. They can use it too. I'll be going over that.
Okay. All right, cool, man. Well, I'm excited about trying. I need to pull up, man. I got to pull up. What's the ticket,
That would be pretty cool.
I got to pull up, man.
And for your audience too, not everybody's going to take action. Many are called, few are chosen. And you probably heard about my FICO ebook where I'm showing people how I built an 800 credit score 3 times. And I put it in a book. It's $197 on my website. But for anybody watching, they can get it for $47. But for every 10 per...
they got to be with my code only, man. We can't just be giving that out.
But see, I can't give it for free because people won't read it.
No.
It must cost.
It's got to cost.
It must cost.
Got to cost.
So it's as simple as sending a text message, right?
Okay.
FICO, FICO. That's it. 4 letters. Text FICO to 917-993-5238.
Okay.
$197 on my website. $47 if they watch this podcast to this part. This is how we will know who watched it. Because people start a lot of things, but they finish nothing.
Yeah.
They buy stuff and then don't use it. Then they still have bad credit and they wonder why. It's very simple. FICO. Send a text message to 917-993-5238. And if you did send a text message, let me see you put in the chat, done. We will know.
Yeah.
We will know. But see, there's 334 million people in America. Over 60% live paycheck to paycheck. That's over 200 million people that potentially have bad credit. That's a lot of people. Have you ever lived paycheck to paycheck?
I have.
You know how uncomfortable that is?
I know.
You know how many late payments you're going to have?
A lot.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul?
Yeah.
This is why there's not enough credit repair business. There's over 200 million people that needs help. Solve people's problems.
All right, man. I know the turnout is going to be crazy.
Listen, I'm speaking into existence.
How many speakers you have?
Whoo! I think we have like 20.
20 speakers. 3 days?
2 days. We have a VIP night, so 3 days, yeah.
Okay.
VIP night.
All right, man. Listen, y'all better pull up. We got to get this video out ASAP. Y'all have to pull up to the Credit Summit and get some game on how to get y'all situation together. Because like you said, you just gave the numbers, you gave the data. Whenever you look at that paper that shows your credit score, I used to be super surprised when I used to get my credit score and used to say, you're better than 93% of America. I'm like, damn. That was like a 730, 740.
It's a fact.
Like, damn, 93% of America? So that's important that it's right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
So important.
Come in and get this credit right, man.
So important, bro.
And I appreciate you giving me all this knowledge and actually taking the time to actually do your due diligence. You got the
So
real
you don't
laws.
want the 35 grand. You're gonna pass on that, right?
I'm gonna pass on the 35. I'm gonna pass on the 35 grand, man. I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna do my research on that.
And if they want a part 2, we need to see it in the chat. Let's find out.
Oh yeah. Part 2, seeing in the chat
If they
because
don't
I'm gonna do
have
my
part 2
research.
in the chat, I know, I bet, but we'll see in the chat.
No, the next time we gonna vibe, man. We might have 5 wives up here for you. Hey man, listen, this was another episode of the Digital Brands Podcast, man. Appreciate my boy Daraine pulling up, man. He went in. We learned a lot about the credit bureaus, the consumer law. He has an event. You guys have to pull up. I'm gonna be there. You know what? I was gonna go to the ClickFunnels situation. But I'm going to this.
That's gonna be amazing. It will be. I would really love that. That would be amazing.
Oh man, listen, man, we appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, let's get it. We out, man. Peace. Let's get it. No, that was good.
Yeah,
bro.
I try to be